Hi guys, Selena Walker here, naturopath and nutritionist, living deep in nature here at Ysbryd y Coed. So this week I was out on the land and I was looking after all the plants and the trees, and I was cutting down some comfrey. So you can see this amazing comfrey here. Not sure if that's quite in shot, but comfrey is an amazing plant because it just keeps giving. And it was getting to that point of the year where the bottom leaves had dropped down, they weren't producing flowers, and I wanted to just regenerate it to produce more and to get the flowers back in production for the bees. So I cut the old stems, the thick stems out, got the leaves, I made a nice big pile of them, and then I do a technique that I call chop and cwtch. Now what does that mean? Well, I chop them down and then I cwtch plants. So cwtch is a word we use here in Wales in the UK, and it basically means a good hug. So what I do, I chop down the old comfrey and I wrap it round the berry bushes or the trees to give them a good cwtch, a good hug. But what that does is as it decomposes down, it fills the plants full of nutrients, and also it allows the comfrey plant to regenerate. So it's a win-win situation. But as you know, those of you that follow me, I get most of my lessons from nature, and I'm always watching nature to see what lessons she has to give me. So this week when I was doing the chop and cwtch, I thought that's quite relevant for life, particularly at this point in the summer. We can be so busy, things have grown and grown and grown, and some things in our life may have got a bit out of control and need cutting back. So I'm asking you this week, what do you need to chop and what do you need to cwtch? So what do I mean by that? Well, first thing I want you to do is to chop. I want you to look at your life and what has got too big. What really nourishes you, but in too big a quantities becomes a bit difficult to handle. That might be work, it might be time at home, it might be cooking, it could be a whole host of things, but maybe it's got a bit out of control and you need to bring balance back to it. Maybe you need to bring balance to that work-life balance. Maybe you need to bring balance to time to yourself and time to spend with your family or your children. So what do you need to chop in order to lower the threshold of how much time it's possibly taken to allow it to flourish again? And the second thing I want you to do, what do you need to cwtch? What in your life needs a really big cwtch, a really big hug? So if you've made space by chopping something back, not chopping it out completely, chopping something back, what do you need to nourish? What needs a bit of time? What needs a big cwtch in your life? That might be you. You basically need more time to nourish you. In the summer, there's so much to do, particularly if you're a gardener, you're out there gardening, you're looking after the land. If you've got family, you're looking after the family, you're working, you're trying to get loads done because you're in that fire energy of the summer. But do you make time to nourish yourself? So maybe your cwtch is actually you. You need to give yourself a good cwtch. Maybe give yourself a bath, go to the local spa, make yourself a delicious meal, give yourself some time out, go to places you haven't been for a while. What do you need to nourish yourself? So while I get back to my chop and cwtch here and nourish all my berries and trees with the amazing comfrey plant with the chop and cwtch technique, I invite you this week, what do you need to chop in your life and what do you need to cwtch your body, mind? Don't forget, if you like this video, to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you want more hints and tips on how to live a delicious life, head on over to my website and subscribe to my newsletter at selenawalker.earth. I hope you have a delicious week and I'll see you next time. Lots of love.